Hold on to your waffles because Belgium's about to blow your mind with secrets that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about this tiny European powerhouse. Tucked between France, Germany, and the Netherlands, Belgium might seem like a cozy land of chocolate and beer, but beneath its quaint charm lies a wild mix of bizarre history, jaw-dropping quirks, and hidden oddities that'll leave you speechless. Ready for a roller coaster ride through the heart of Europe? Let's uncover the shocking facts about Belgium that'll flip your world upside down. First up, Belgium's got a castle that's straight out of a ghost story. The Château de Noisy, or Miranda Castle, in the Ardennes, is an abandoned 19th-century Gothic masterpiece that looks like it's cursed. Once a summer home for aristocrats, it became an orphanage after World War II, but by the 1990s, it was left to rot. Here's the creepy part. Urban explorers report hearing whispers and seeing shadowy figures in its crumbling halls, and some claim it's haunted by the spirits of children who once lived there. Belgium's not just about pretty town squares. This place will give you chills. Ever wonder where the French fry actually comes from? Brace yourself. It's not France. It's Belgium. Legend has it that during World War I, American soldiers in Belgium mistook the local fried potatoes for French cuisine because of the language. Belgians have been perfecting fries since the 17th century, double frying them to crispy perfection and serving them with mayo in paper cones. But here's the shocker. Belgians are so serious about their fries that there's a museum, Friet Museum in Bruges, dedicated entirely to the spud's history. Forget fast food, Belgium's fry game is high art. Now let's talk about a linguistic war that could tear the country apart. Belgium is split between Dutch-speaking Flanders in the north and French-speaking Wallonia in the south, with a sprinkle of German speakers thrown in. This divide isn't just cultural, it's a political powder keg. In 2007, Belgium went 589 days without a government because politicians couldn't agree across linguistic lines, setting a world record for the longest period without an elected government in a democracy. Tensions still simmer, with some extremists calling for the country to split in two. Imagine a nation so divided that it functions without a leader for over a year and a half. Belgium pulls it off with a shrug. Belgium's got a dark colonial past that'll make your stomach turn. King Leopold II, who ruled in the 19th century, personally owned the Congo Free State, a territory 76 times larger than Belgium itself. He ran it like a brutal business, forcing locals to harvest rubber under horrific conditions. Millions, some estimate up to 10 million, died from starvation, disease, or violence under his regime. The kicker? Leopold never set foot in the Congo, growing filthy rich while Belgium's museums and palaces were built on blood money. His legacy is so controversial that statues of him are regularly vandalized today. Let's lighten things up with a fact that's pure insanity. Belgium is the world capital of surrealism. Artist René Magritte, famous for his mind-bending paintings like a pipe that's not a pipe, was Belgian, and his quirky spirit runs deep in the country's DNA. But here's the wild part. Belgium hosts an annual festival in Heist where people dress as Magritte's bowler-hatted men and parade through the streets, some even reenacting his paintings live. It's like stepping into a dream where nothing makes sense, and Belgians love it. Surrealism isn't just art here, it's a lifestyle. Ever heard of a river that catches fire? Well, Belgium's got one. The Scheldt River, flowing through Antwerp, has been so polluted in the past that chemical spills caused it to ignite back in the 1960s. While cleanup efforts have improved things, the river still carries a toxic legacy, with microplastics and heavy metals lurking in its waters. Antwerp's port, actually one of Europe's biggest, relies on the Scheldt, but its history of catching fire is a shocking reminder of Belgium's industrial dark side. Who knew a river could be so flammable? Belgium's also home to the world's weirdest legal loophole. Until 2005, it was technically legal to duel in Belgium, thanks to an outdated law from the 1800s. The catch? Both parties had to agree, and it had to be supervised by a court of honor. While no one's been skewered in a formal duel for centuries, the law's existence is a bizarre relic of Belgium's aristocratic past. Just imagine settling a bar fight by challenging someone to swords at dawn, legally, only in Belgium. Now let's talk about a creature that could totally star in a horror flick. The marcoule, a rare cave-dwelling beetle found in Belgium's Ardennes caves, is blind, nearly transparent, and lives in total darkness. It's so elusive that scientists thought it was extinct until rediscovered in the 1980s. These creepy crawlies survive by eating microscopic fungi, and their ghostly appearance makes them look like tiny aliens scuttling through Belgium's underworld. If you're spelunking in Wallonia, watch your step, you might meet one. Belgium's got a secret obsession with comic books that's bigger than you'd ever guess. The country gave the world Tintin and the Smurfs, but here's the shocker. Belgium has more comic book artists per capita than anywhere else. In Brussels, you can't walk 2 blocks without tripping over a giant mural of cartoon characters on buildings. The comic strip route, a citywide art trail, features over 80 murals, turning the capital into an open-air graphic novel. Belgians don't just read comics, they live them. Let's dive into a royal scandal that rocked the nation. King Albert II, who reigned until 2013, was embroiled in a decades-long paternity drama. A woman named Delphine Boll claimed she was his illegitimate daughter, born from an affair in the 1960s. Albert denied it for years, but in 2020, DNA tests proved she was right, making her Princess Delphine of Belgium. The twist? She's now an official royal, attending state events while creating surrealist art on the side. Belgium's monarchy is serving soap opera-level drama. Ever wonder where the saxophone was born? Spoiler, it's Belgium. Adolphe Sax, a 19th-century Belgian instrument maker, invented the saxophone in the 1840s, revolutionizing music forever. But here's the crazy part. Sax was so accident-prone that he survived multiple near-death experiences, including falling downstairs, swallowing a pin, and getting burned in a gunpowder explosion. Locals called him the ghost because he just wouldn't die. Belgium's musical legacy comes with a side of chaos. Belgium's also got a battlefield that's basically cursed. The fields around Ypres in Flanders were the site of some of World War I's bloodiest battles, where over 1 million soldiers died. The ground is still littered with unexploded shells, and farmers regularly dig up live ammunition, some containing poison gas. These iron harvests are so dangerous that bomb disposal teams are called out weekly. The kicker? The soil is so scarred that it's still reshaping the landscape, with craters filling in and new ones forming from old explosives. War's ghosts linger in Belgium's fields. On a lighter note, Belgium's got a festival that's pure madness. The Cat Festival in Ypres, held every 3 years, celebrates a medieval tradition where cats were thrown from a tower to ward off evil spirits. Don't worry, no real cats are harmed today. Instead, the Kattenstoot parade sees giant cat floats, costume dancers, and stuffed toys tossed to the crowd. It's a bizarre mix of cute and creepy, and Belgians go all out with thousands flocking to this feline frenzy. Only Belgium could turn a grim history into a party. Let's talk about a natural wonder that's straight up apocalyptic. The Sonian forest near Brussels spans 4,400 hectares and looks like a fairy tale, but it's hiding a dark secret. During World War II, it was a hiding spot for resistance fighters and a dumping ground for military equipment. Archaeologists still find rusted tanks and weapons buried in the undergrowth. Plus, the forest's so dense that people regularly get lost, with some claiming it's haunted by soldiers' spirits. Belgium's nature comes with a side of eerie. Finally, Belgium's got a claim to fame that's out of this world, literally. The country is home to the Royal Observatory of Belgium, which discovered the asteroid 12 Victoria in 1850. But here's the shocker. Belgium's so good at space science that it's a key player in modern asteroid tracking, helping NASA monitor potential Earth killers. A tiny nation leading the charge against cosmic threats? That's Belgium flexing its brainpower in the most unexpected way. From flaming rivers to haunted castles, royal scandals to explosive fields, Belgium is a land of contradictions where charm meets chaos. Next time you munch on a Belgian chocolate or sip a Trappist beer, remember, this pint-sized country is hiding secrets wilder than your wildest dreams.